Have you ever been in a public place where a child's behavior seems to spiral out of control, leaving everyone around feeling frustrated and helpless?
In this story, a chaotic scene unfolds at a crowded doctor's office, highlighting a troubling situation where parental intervention is glaringly absent.
So are people just not parenting their kids anymore? So before I get this off my chest, I want to clarify a few things. I am not one of those kid haters that believe children shouldn't be in public spaces. I do not expect parents of literal infants to be able to calm their crying kids at any given moment. And most importantly, I know that children are gonna act like children, and I actually have a high tolerance for that. Now, today, I was at a doctor's office waiting to get in. There was some sort of delay, so I waited there for a good 45 minutes. This place was very crowded and busy, and this boy that looked like maybe 4 or 5 years old was running around non-stop and shrieking. He managed to step on at least 3 people's shoes, and this madness continued for about 15 minutes. For the whole 15 minutes, none of the parents did anything. But a little bit after 15 minutes, the father of the kid got up and made the little boy sit on his lap. Before this, the father was on his phone, not saying a word to the boy, and the mother just stared at the wall, not doing or saying anything to her child. While this out-of-control child is sitting on his father's lap, he takes off his shoes and socks and throws them at people. No, the parents don't apologize, and the kid screams, "Damn you people! Don't look at me, idiots!" No, the stupid parents don't say anything. At all. And I wish I was kidding, but as crazy as this sounds, I actually witnessed this today. Why aren't people parenting their kids? People in public should not deal with your uncivilized child. And you're an absolute asshole for not doing anything about your damn kid. A fucking dog has more manners than some of y'all's children. Some of y'all failed as parents. And before I get replies saying, maybe the child had some behavioral issues, I should say, then remove your child from the situation and tell the doctor in advance that you should get in immediately.
Imagine discovering that your partner's close relationship with a colleague is causing deep emotional turmoil. When unexpected suggestions about your future child's name add fuel to the fire, it forces you to confront uncomfortable truths and navigate a complicated emotional landscape.
My husband suggested naming our future kid after his work wife. When this lady Kelly joined his company a couple years ago, I heard him tell me that upon first impression, he did not like her at all. That's a red flag to me, as he's never done that towards anyone before. I've done this in the past with an ex so as to not raise any suspicion that I actually found a friend kind of attractive. He was dogging her before they even got a chance to speak, saying she stuck up or something. I called him out on it but didn't want to make it too big a deal. I didn't want him to overthink it and actually develop feelings for her. Then throughout the months, they actually got close, but he always tells me they aren't. I know they were just from how he reacted. He also made stickers of her candid photo to tease her and joked with her through texting sometimes, which was out of character for him. My girl intuition was going off. For some reason, I still thought I shouldn't make it a big deal. In October, I found a picture of her in his gallery. It was the latest photo in his phone, and it was his POV standing in front of her while she was crouching down, and he took the photo from above her. She was mid-laughing. It was a really intimate photo, and I asked him, "Are you close to Kelly?" Without him knowing, I saw the photo, and he said he and Kelly are the least closest and Kelly sort of hates him. That rung so many bells. Shortly after, I checked and the same photo was in his recently deleted folder. He then wanted to set a new profile photo. It was of him at this event taken by a professional while he was working. She was, of course, candidly in the background. While he was setting it, I noticed he made sure that she was cropped in the display. And he also noticed I looked really shocked and scared. And he decided he didn't want to change his photo after all. Then on my birthday this year, while I was visiting him at work, his male colleague actually joked with me, introducing me to this girl saying she's my husband's work wife. My husband didn't know about this. A few months later, I told him about it, and he got really mad. He told me that his colleague was just playing with me and to not believe it. I told him I really hate this girl, and I hate that he acts like I'm crazy about it. And I know he thinks she's cute, and I went batshit crazy on him after holding it in for so long. I absolutely exploded on him. For a while, he acknowledged he wasn't right for having this secretly intimate friendship with another girl. He actually would stay a distance from her and stop texting her unless about work. No more photos of them next to each other in every work event. When I visit, they both don't seem to talk much as well. Although I still feel insecure about that. They may just be acting because I am around. Then 2 weeks ago, we were talking about having children and special names for if we have a girl or a boy. He said he knows and suggested maybe we can name our child Kelly if it was a boy. He was trying to not sound suspicious and he said, "Wouldn't it be cool? People assume Kelly is a girl's name, but it is a guy's name too. Let's do that." I looked at him in complete disbelief. He asked me what's wrong and I said, "Are you fucking serious?" He acted dumb and asked again, saying he doesn't understand. I told him, "You know I don't fucking like her." He shut up about it. It's been 2 weeks since, and he's been trying to cheer me up, and I've been pretending that I'm okay and over it. In all honesty, I think about it, and I'm not sure if I can ever get over this. To be fair, I've met the girl. I don't think she's trying to steal him, but I do think he has a crush and is willing to lie about it. I called him out from time to time for not being committed to me when he was the one who wanted me to marry him. I'm not sure how to get over this. I really want to. Edit. Sorry, I just noticed I said work wife. His colleague actually said work girlfriend. Not sure what I want to gain out of posting this. Someone to tell me it's okay and to keep living life maybe? I'm just really upset and wanted to rant maybe?
Facing homelessness and the harsh realities of life on the streets can feel overwhelming and relentless. In this story, we follow someone who, after losing their job and home abruptly, grapples with survival, societal indifference, and the constant fight to find hope amidst despair.
I am homeless and in constant agony. I slept in the bushes twice during a thunderstorm last week. Everywhere I go, people call the police. I want to die. I don't do drugs, I don't drink, I have autism, everyone tells me I'm brilliant and talented, yet here I am. My family will let me die on the street because apparently this is my choice. For my job at a mental health and addiction center. That was also putting me up in an apartment, and then the CEO had a mental breakdown and sold the company. I got laid off and lost my home abruptly on the same day. With no foundation, life gets more expensive. I was burning my cash for warmth, metaphorically, and now my bank account is nothing but ash. I have no idea what the hell is going on or how I got here, and if I didn't have a kid who I need to save from my own garbage. I got laid off from my job at a mental health and addiction center. That was also putting me up in an apartment, and then the CEO had a mental breakdown and sold the company. I got laid off and lost my home abruptly on the same day. With no foundation, life gets more expensive. I was burning my cash for warmth, metaphorically, and now my bank account is nothing but ash. I have no idea what the hell is going on or how I got here, and if I didn't have a kid who I need to save from my own garbage family, I would have jumped in front of a bus the second I hit the street. Got myself in an Airbnb till Wednesday after I pawned the last of my possessions. Then I'm back on the concrete just in time for the next storm. Really hoping I get to turn this into a TED Talk or something in 10 years, and I will never give up. But I'm not sure I will survive this, even if I try.
Starting a new chapter with an unexpected marriage and impending motherhood can be both exhilarating and daunting. In this story, a woman reflects on the surreal experience of marrying right after her husband's military training and the challenges of adapting to her new role while preparing for the arrival of her baby.
My parents are forcing me to give my baby up for adoption. Update, I'm married now. I'm about to be 32 weeks pregnant now. I can't believe I'm due in 8 weeks. That's just 2 months. I could actually have a baby by Halloween, and that's crazy to me. Seeing all of the Halloween stuff out everywhere scares me, but not for the reasons it's supposed to. It scares me because it reminds me of how close I am to giving birth. I'm married now. No matter how many times I say it, it doesn't feel real. It seems like a joke or a bad dream. I don't really like thinking of myself as married. It's weird. I'm a kid, really. It makes me feel sort of sick when I say it. We got married this week after he graduated from basic training. His parents and I traveled together, and his older brother, who is also in the military, met us there, and it was the first time I ever met him. So after his graduation, he had a day pass, and we went to the courthouse and got married. I got very nervous beforehand and started crying and saying I couldn't do it. In the end, I did it. I think his family might have been a little upset with me, and then I asked that they not be there when we actually got married since my family wasn't there, and having his family there but my family not there would just be too sad for me. Maybe that was wrong of me. I don't know. I just felt so weird about the whole thing. I felt nauseous the whole time, so uncomfortable. He was sort of annoyed with me because I'm the one who wants to keep the baby so bad, so I'm the reason behind all of this, supposedly. Didn't know that meant I couldn't have a moment of panic right before it happened. It's not something I want to publicly advertise right now. It just feels so weird. Some people know about it and keep asking me for all these details, and it's like I don't want to talk about it. It wasn't some sort of cute, special romantic thing. His mum was being annoying too. Not on purpose. I know she was trying to do some nice, sweet, special things for us given the circumstances, but I didn't want any of that. It just made me feel so uncomfortable. Ordering special wedding cake dessert for us, giving me jewelry from her family. I wanted to scream, but I don't know how to communicate that I don't want any of that, and it makes me feel uncomfortable without hurting feelings. So he told her for me. That made me feel bad. I went to this meeting they have for new military spouses. I felt like I was about to have an anxiety attack and pass out. I didn't want to go. It was like, for spouses? Oh, I'm not a spouse, it's not for me. Then I realize I am one. We're back home now, I mean me and his parents. He'll be heading to his tech school, which is far away from here. It's a long tech school, no guarantee he'll even be able to come home when our baby is born. He definitely will miss the birth either way. I get that that's just how the military works, but it's so foreign to me and something I still have to get used to.
I guess I don't have much more to update right now.